Hello and good morning to everyone. This is Devasis Mohanty. Today I am welcoming you all to our Standard 8 Chapter 3 discussion. And the name of the Chapter 3 it is Understanding the Quadrilaterals. Today the discussion basically it will be done how to find out the sum of the interior angles of any of the polygon. Previously, the knowledge of the sum of the interior angles of only the triangle it was known to us, which is of 180 degree. So, by taking the help of the angle sum property of a triangle, how to find out the sum of the interior angles of any of the polygons having n number of sides. Okay. So, first we will do the discussion of the exercise 3.1 question number 3, and in the question number 3 it is given that you just have to find out the sum of the interior angles of a convex quadrilateral. It is how much? First it is given that you have to what is the sum of the angle measure of a convex quadrilateral. Of a convex quadrilateral, suppose we will consider any of the convex quadrilateral, its interior angle sum it is equal to how much? Okay, see here it is one of the convex quadrilateral picture I am drawing. Just see convex quadrilateral picture it is ready. Actually figure it is said to be convex quadrilateral. A quadrilateral it is said to be convex quadrilateral whenever each of its angles will be less than 180 degree. Okay, so quadrilateral having 4 sides, also the 4 angles. So if all the 4 angles measure, it is less than 180 degree, then after that quadrilateral we can call it as the convex quadrilateral. Okay. So it means our priority it will be on how to find out the sum of the A angle plus B angle plus C angle plus D angle, it will be how much? Sum of the interior angle of this convex quadrilateral, it will be how much? Okay, convex quadrilateral means basically which quadrilateral we are getting to learn. Actually concave quadrilateral we don't have any transaction to do the discussion. Okay, maximum thing it will be done regarding our convex quadrilateral. Okay, see, so first we will do one thing. As the angle sum property of a triangle it was known to us, so for which this quadrilateral I am dividing it into two triangles by drawing each one of the diagonal. Whenever I am drawing one of the diagonal, then after the total quadrilateral becomes divided it into two different triangles. See, this angle divided it into two parts, this angle also divided it into two parts, not equal parts, because which type of quadrilateral it is known to us. So for which this angle it is not same. So for which one thing we are doing, suppose this angle we are taking it as the, see, this angle we are taking it as the 1, this angle we are taking it as the 2, this one it is we are taking it as the 3, this one we are taking it as the 4, this one we are taking it as the 5, this one we are taking it as the 6. Understood or not understood? See, one thing we want to do, see, where it is the one angle, actually A angle means it is the sum of one angle and two angle. Yes or no? So actually we want to find out the sum of the A angle, B angle, C angle and D angle. So A angle plus B angle plus C angle plus D angle, it is equal to how much? So in place of A angle, I can write it as the sum of one angle and two angle. So for which here I am writing one angle plus two angle. And where it is the B angle, there it is 5, angle 5. B angle it is also same as the angle 5. Then after the C angle, it is the sum of the two little angles. One it is 3 angle, another one it is our 4 angles. And in place of a D angle means only the 6 angle. Understood or not understood? So which implies, see, here it is 1, 6, 4. 1, 6, 4 and making it as the one group. 1, here it is 1, then after 4, then after 6. I am separating 1, 4, then after 6 I am separating and I am keeping them within the bracket. Then after I am separating another 3 angles sum, 2, 5 and 3. 2 is here, 5 is here, then after 3 is here. So for which 2 angle, then after 3 angle, then after 5 angle I am separating. So here in the upper step it was the sum of the 6 angle. The sum of the 6 angle I am separating 3 in one group, another 3 in another group. Why I separated? You will get comfort in this step. See, here it is 1 angle plus 4 angle plus 6 angle. See, 1 angle plus 4 angle plus 6 angle. Actually 1, 4 and 6 are the 3 interior angles. 1, 4 and 6 angle are the 3 interior angles of the triangle ACD. In the triangle ACD, 1 angle plus 4 angle plus 6 angle, it is their sum. It means it is the angle sum of the interior angles of the triangle ACD. So for which this sum it will be our 180 degree. Why it is 180 degree? Because of the angle sum property of the triangle. And here it is in the triangle ACD, 1 angle, 4 angle and 6 angle are the 3 interior angles of the triangle ACD. So in the likewise manner, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 5. Angle 2, angle 3, angle 5. Angle 2, angle 3 and angle 5. It is also 3 interior angle of the triangle ABC. So for this triangle 2, 3, 5, it is the interior angles of the triangle ABC. So for which its sum it is equal to 180 degree. 180 degree. So total it will be our 360 degree. Understood or not understood? Perfectly understood. So here we got it as the sum of the measure of the angles. Angles means interior angles of a convex quadrilateral. It is our 360 degree. So thereafter in the second step it is asked, in the convex quadrilateral the sum of the angle measure it is equal to 360 degree. Will it remain same? Whether the value it will remain same for the non-convex quadrilateral? Actually for the non-convex quadrilateral means for the concave quadrilateral. Non-convex means concave. Convex its opposite it is our concave. So for the concave quadrilateral, whether the same thing it holds, otherwise different it holds. Okay, so let's have a check to do the figure of the concave quadrilateral. So now I am drawing the picture of a concave quadrilateral. Concave, otherwise non-convex. See, the figure it is to be just like this. So the same way, here it is A, this one it is our B, this one it is our C, this one it is our D. So this one it is not a convex quadrilateral. Actually this one it is not the convex quadrilateral. If one will ask why it is not the convex quadrilateral, see, this angle it is less than 180 degree, okay. This angle it is less than 180 degree, okay. This angle it is less than 180 degree, okay. But this angle it is not less than 180 degree. This angle it is more than 180. And previously it was said to you, whenever at least one of the angle measure of any of the polygon it is your more than 180, then after that polygon we can call it as the concave polygon. And here it is the quadrilateral whose at least one angle it is more than 180 degree. That quadrilateral we can call it as the concave quadrilateral. Understood? See, this angle it will be our more than 180 degree, for which it is called as our concave quadrilateral. Otherwise non-convex. Okay. See, So here we need to find out, just like in your previous case, here it is also we have to find out A angle plus a B angle plus a C angle plus a D angle, all these angle sum it is equal to how much. Okay, so just like the previous one, also here also one of the diagonal I am drawing. I am drawing the diagonal in such a way. See, both are the non-adjacent vertices. Non-adjacent vertices. So the line segment joining the non-adjacent vertices, it is called as our diagonal. So whenever I am drawing the diagonal, the total quadrilateral becomes divided it into two triangles. See, this angle I am writing it as the 1, this one I am writing 2. This one I am writing 3, this one I am writing 4. This one it is 5, this one suppose I am writing it as the 6. Understood? Previously how we have done, in the same way we just have to proceed. Okay? See, in place of A angle, how much I have to write? A angle, it is the sum of the 1 angle and the 2 angle. It is clearly seen. It is the sum of 1 angle and 2 angle. So for which in place of A angle, I am writing it is the sum of 1 angle plus 2 angle. And where it is written it as the B angle, it is the 6. B angle, it is same as the 6. And thereafter C angle, it is the sum of 3 angle and 4 angle. So for which here I am writing 3 angle plus 4 angle. And D angle, it is your 5 angle. So here it is the sum of 6 interior angles I have written in this step. In the next step, I want to separate this interior angle of this triangle and another group. I want to separate 2, 3, 6 in another group. So in this group, the angles are 1 angle, 4 angle and 5 angle. 1, 4 and 5 I am separating and I am keeping it in within the one bracket. 1 angle, 4 angle and 5 angle I am keeping it separately within one bracket. Why? Because these are the interior angles of this triangle. Then after the remaining 2, 6 and 3, these 3 are the sum of the interior angles of this triangle. So for which I am keeping 2 angles plus 3 angle plus 6 angle. So here in this step it was the sum of the 6 angle. The same thing I have separated it into two groups of 3 and 3. Why I separated it into two groups? Because in this group these are the angle sum of the interior angle sum of this triangle and these 3 are the interior angle sum of these 3 angles. So here it is 1, 4, 5. 1 angle, 4 angle, 5 angle. These are the 3 angle sum of the triangle ACD. So for which its sum it is our 180 degree. And right side 2 angle, 3 angle and 6 angle. 2 angle, 3 angle and 6 angle. Their sum it is also 180 degree. Why it is 180 degree? Because according to the angle sum property of the triangle. On the right side you should write angle sum property. Angle sum property of the triangle. Angle sum property of triangle. Okay, so here it is 180 degree plus 180 degree, which is equal to 360 degree. So it means from the both the cases, it may be our convex quadrilateral, otherwise non-convex. Non-convex means concave quadrilateral. In both the cases, we got the sum of the measure of their angles. It may be convex, otherwise concave. Always it will be 360 degree. And here we got the angle sum by taking the help of the angle sum property of a triangle. Understood or not understood? So now this case you have to keep practicing. So in my next class we will do the discussion the angle sum property of the polygon whose sides are 5, 6 and 7, 8. Then after we will create one general formula. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.